Listen, look who's breaking bad ass now.
That's right, Lola. That's right.
That's
right.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where good men look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here, social distancing, with Bob Odenkirk. Bob, hi, how you doing?
Hi, Lola. I'm good.
You ready to surf?
Sure, totally. I hope I get to see something funny and that makes me smile.
All right, let's do it.
Do you work for NBC?
No.
No, you don't. Okay, do you work for
What
Saturday
goes
Night
through
Live?
your mind when
No.
you
Do know
see
me?
that baby sitting in the SNL audience?
I was such a prick back then.
Wait, what? That's not what I was expecting.
I was so opinionated. I was a very opinionated comedy writer. I was a writer on the show. And Lauren would sometimes have me do a part in a scene, a small part like that. And I did. And of course, I was starstruck at Catherine O'Hara, who was just the best. I can't believe I did that. And I can't believe you found that. And I'm kind of sad right now and happy.
Why?
I wish I wasn't such a stuck-up young man. I wish I was a sweeter fellow because I had a great opportunity there. I made the most of it. I learned a lot about comedy writing, and I made some great friends for life at that show. But I still wished I just handled it better. But don't you always think that about your young self?
It's true. But it didn't stop you, and it's not going to stop us today. So let's keep surfing. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, it's 1952,
Oh, yeah.
and we're on a backlot. It's time for the award.
This is insane.
The Hollywood Award.
This guy's insane.
This
He's
guy's
out of his
insane.
mind.
He's wonderful.
He's teaching you science with billiards. And this is the craziest. This guy should be locked up, whoever thought it. And that's
we
me.
love this guy.
I was doing this at a party. Somebody had a billiard table literally at the party where I was doing that. I was surrounded by my friends from the comedy scene, all unknowns at the time. Ben Stiller, Kathy Griffin, Margaret Cho, David Cross, Patton Oswalt, Greg Barrett, Brian Posehn, Dana Gould, Janine Garofalo. That was who was in that room when I was first doing that scene. And we were all making each other laugh and having a blast. And we were all unknown. And I was the only one who wasn't smoking pot.
Why weren't you stoned?
Well, I clearly didn't need to smoke pot.
Okay. You know, we had David Cross on the couch a while back, and he said that a new season of With Bob and David is in the works. What can you tell us really quickly?
It's going to be a bigger project than a season of With Bob and David. It's a version of a mockumentary, multi-part, that will be the best thing we've ever done.
I'm very excited about this. That's one hell of a tease. All right, up next.
Come on in, though. I'll show you around later. There's some, that's a collection of just small bottles, and I like them. It's interesting. Yeah, they're,
So you get a call to play a retired porn star named Porno Gil. I'm sure that premise alone was the sole reason you signed on for this.
Look, this is the most fun you can have as an actor, is improvising a scene, a comedy scene, because you really get to make yourself laugh. You're making other people laugh. And all I knew, Larry had told me to come up with 2 stories that are horribly crude from my days as a porn star. And I did. I was happy to do it. I enjoyed writing them. And I enjoyed delivering them. I'm not sure what the other story was, but I will tell you this. I think it was so crude that it wouldn't even work for comedy.
What?
It was like really nasty. But this is a great one. This is a great one with the Tabasco. Up his butt. Tabasco sauce up his anus.
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Bob Odenkirk. Bob, shall we continue?
Yes, please, Lola.
Let's do it.
So which of you will have custody?
Oh,
we're gonna tag team.
Brother
I'm
Saul.
afraid that's not an option.
Throughout your career, you've made it a point to really champion young comedic talent. And here you are working with Will Forte and Will Arnett. Why are you committed to paying it forward and helping out the youngins?
You know, I get very excited by a degree of freshness in projects, in challenges, in whatever it is that I'm doing. Anything that's kind of new is going to be a little bit exciting to me. And very often, Lola, I fail miserably. But you know what? It's more fun to try stuff and learn new things. You know,
you directed this film, obviously. Would you like to step behind the lens again?
I would. I love directing, but you really need a story that you feel that you need to tell it.
Right.
And I don't think I've hit upon that yet.
Up next.
They're gonna come after you, you know. And I gotta be honest, the breadcrumbs weren't too hard to follow.
This was a great honor included in the post.
We
Mr.
had
Spielberg.
Yes, no. So I have to ask you, we had Matthew Rhys on the couch as well. And he told us that you both found out you were nominated for Emmys while shooting the post. And your director, the young up and coming Steven Spielberg, brought out champagne to celebrate your nods. I mean, that moment must have been surreal.
It really is true that there are people who are so iconic. We meet a lot. You meet everybody, right?
That's
you meet
true,
every
yes.
celebrity, every face you see. And they're just people with wives and husbands and kids and trouble and lawns that have to be mowed and all
Right.
that crap.
Yes.
But there are few people like Spielberg, Paul McCartney, Tom Hanks, Meryl Streep, Whoopi Goldberg, people who they're an icon.
Yes.
And you can talk to them, but every once in a while your brain is gonna freeze up.
Yes. And you're going to levitate out of your body and look down on that scene and think to yourself, wow, did something right in life.
Yeah.
All right, up next.
Walk away. That's right, Howard. You know why I didn't take the job? Because it's too small.
Oof, this guy is unhinged. He's as crazy as the billiards guy.
But this scene, all the self-loathing, the pride, the frustration, the bitterness. I mean, what was your initial reaction when you first read this scene on the page?
Well, this character is so full of everything you just said.
Yeah.
He's a sad guy. I feel bad for him. I tell Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould that I wish if there was some way they could think of a way for him to kind of grow up and become at peace with some parts of himself and with the world, I would love to play that.
You're currently shooting the final season. I know you can't talk about it, but we're so excited. Can you at least tell us, will we be getting closure to Gene's story?
Yes, you will.
Okay.
Gene is the future version of Jimmy McGill, Saul Goodman. After Breaking Bad, he goes in hiding as Gene Takovic. And they will be pursuing that story to its end. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what. But I don't think I want him to have a happy ending, but don't put your money on that.
Okay, I won't put my money on that. And now we have arrived at a clip from your new film, Nobody.
Possibly one of the children.
Everybody get to the basement.
So you can now cross Action Star off your bucket list. What sold you on this project?
Hey, you just played a clip from Better Call Saul where I go bonkers. And I had a thought that guy in Better Call Saul, he could be a version of an action character because he wants something so badly and he's willing to be devious to get it, and he doesn't quit even when he gets hit and pushed down. And then I called some people and asked if they thought I could do that and if we came up with a story for it. And they all were very positive in their response. And I had this notion of a dad and a home break-in and a guy who's undercover. If you took this character and you said he had this violent past, and there was a home break-in that he could explode. And then Derek Kolstad took that notion, just what I told you, that's all. And he invented this world with the Russian mob and this past and violence and grand violence and operatic violence and car chases. And he really did the Derek Kolstad number on it. And we got nobody.
Listen, I fully expect this to be like a John Wick franchise. You mentioned that both are written by Derek Kolstad. If there is a nobody 2, 3, or 4, you know you're going to have to keep this up for the foreseeable future. You ready to do that?
Oh, I'm keeping it up for the rest of my life because I feel good. I feel very good.
Bob, thank you so much for surfing by. You're fantastic. Nobody is out now. Go check it out and see you next time on Couch Surfing. Bye.
Thank you.